I'm going to show you guys a really crazy route for farming ironwood that will make you some money. It won't make a crazy amount of money, but it'll get you ironwood. You can get your legendary wood if you want to get it yourself. And there's a backbone to this cycle of other materials that we will be farming that will guarantee us a certain amount of coins per cycle. Now, this route is in Eden Grove, and it's kind of congested, so be prepared for frustrations. Sometimes people will run up and grab a ironwood right in front of you when you're fighting a tiger or something. But the general idea is we're going to start over here by Crescent Window. We're going to go down through this valley where there's a ton of ironwood, and then we're going to go over here. We're going to grab some earth crag, and then we're going to grab more ironwood, and we're going to drop down right here, and we're going to grab a bunch of herbs, keep grabbing herbs, get up here, grab some earth crag, more herbs, more earth crag and herbs, more earth crag and herbs, more earth crag, drop, get more herbs, and then depending on how much time we have left, we're going to try to get more herbs and more earth crag. But if it depends, you have to watch the time because you want to get back to the beginning right around 30 minutes. Now I'll have a better, more detailed map here with the locations of the ironwood in just a sec, but I just want to talk about the idea. So for the ironwood, this is something that you're going to want to do for more than 1 hour, because what'll happen is if you can get the cycle just right, then other people only have about 5 to 10 minutes to pick up the ironwood. And if you do this enough times, you'll slowly edge everyone out, and they won't have any ironwood to get, and they'll eventually leave. And so that will make it like less congested for you the longer you keep it up, which I found out because I did it for 2 hours to see, and it only got better the more time I spent, as long as I got the cycles down perfectly, because people slowly got discouraged and then, just left. Another great thing about this route is the outpost is right here, so if you get over encumbered at any point on a cycle, you can just go there on a cycle and do a pit stop and drop your stuff off really fast and then keep going. Also, for this one, you absolutely are going to want to have logging luck gear, logging luck amulet, logging luck on your axe, and logging luck food. Now, maybe I just got really unlucky with my drops, or I don't know, maybe the legendary woods are more rare than legendary fibers and legendary metals. But I think I just got really unlucky is what happened. So you definitely want all that stuff in order to guarantee the maximum amount of wildwood and barb vine. Also, you'll want 200 logging if you can, because you get bonus luck for every level of logging. So I started this at 175 logging, and that might be another reason why I didn't quite get as much of the legendaries as I wanted to get. All right, so I'm going to pull up a crude map here and show you the idea of where everything is. And then I'm going to show you a quick little sped up version of most of the routes so you can see what it's going to look like to actually do this in practice. And I do want to warn you, it's going to be a very annoying route. There are a lot of enemies that you're going to deal with that are extremely annoying. The little dryad enemies that do little flurry attacks are probably the most annoying of them all. You're going to get blighted. I'd highly recommend a life staff and potions, infused potions if you can. And I don't know, it's going to be a pain if you don't have a life staff. But either way, let's go ahead and move to a crude map. Let's look at these resources. All right, so here's a crude map where everything's at. You're going to want to start right here, okay? And you're going to want to pop your luck food. If you have the best luck food, it lasts 40 minutes. If you do this right, you should be able to pop one every 2 cycles, so one every hour and a half instead of one every cycle. So we're going to start at this ironwood. The reds are ironwood, green are earth crag, yellow's the one wire fiber over here. So you're going to go here to here to here to here, and then from there to there, and then you're going to go to this, and then that, and then that one, then like that. You're going to go to that one, and then that one, and then that one, and then that one. Then you're going to start getting something that's not ironwood. You're going to start getting earth crag. You're going to get earth crag there, 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 and you're going to grab this ironwood, grab earth crag, go grab more, go grab ironwood, 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 wire fiber, ironwood. Then you're going to drop down here. Once you get down here, you're going to start getting herbs. You're going to go this way, and you're going to use your map. If you keep opening your map, if you've high enough to track them, high enough gathering to track them, best way to do it, just open the map. There's so many, I couldn't even mark them all, so I didn't even bother. But you're going to go through and get like herb. There's some over here. You're going to get one over here. Come back, get them like this, and then like that. Something along those lines. You're going to get up here. You can get up here by a broken pillar right there. Get onto the bridge. There's earth crag up here. Earth crag right there, and then you drop down here. By this point, you might be blighted, so be aware of your HP. You're going to grab herbs, and then you're going to drop off here, and you're going to go for this earth crag and this earth crag, then that earth crag, a bunch of herbs, way more herbs, a lot of herbs, and then you're going to go in here. And once you get in here, there's a staircase, and you're going to go around and around and around for like a minute straight, okay? It takes forever to get up there. And then finally, you're going to come around the outside. And way up high on the outside, there's Earth Crag, Earth Crag, Earth Crag. So 3 right there. And then I think another 2 right here. And then you're going to drop off here. And you're going to gather a bunch of herbs through here. And then you're going to come here. And if you need to drop off, this is your point to drop off. And then come back out. You're going to get more herbs through here. And then you're going to get up, I think it was right here. And then you're going to go over here. You're going to grab 3 more Earth Crag. You're going to get more herbs. You're going to come back out through here, grab some herbs. And then you're going to head back to the start. There's also a little bit of herbs, 2 herbs right there. Now, you won't have enough time to grab all of this. So you're just going to have to like set a stopwatch and watch your time. And the closer you get to 30 minutes, you're going to start heading over this way. You want to get here right around 28 to 30 minutes. So that way you have the best chance possible of getting all these ironwood within 5 minutes of them respawning. Because ironwood respawn within, it's between 30 minutes and I think it was 22. Or it was 18 or something like that. It was either 18 or 22 and as high as 30. So you want to try to get it so that way you can edge everyone out. They go there, there's no ironwood, you just got it all. As soon as it respawns, you get it all again, and eventually you're the one in control of the whole cycle, and that makes you get more ironwood than everyone else. Hopefully they'll all leave, and then you have it all to yourself. Now I'm going to show a sped up version of doing this, just so you can get an idea of what it's going to look like, and how annoying some of this stuff is. And then we're going to take a look at how much I got over 2 hours of doing this, and then divide it by 2, and see how much money worth of stuff I got in 1 hour. Alright, so those 2 hours were not the most productive hours because I did have a lot of competition on some of the cycles. I did have one cycle, though, where I almost got all the trees, which was really nice. But I had really bad luck overall. So I ended up with only 6 barb vine and 13 wildwood to match 1,500 ironwood, which is about the same as getting like 5,000 wire fiber, to give you a perspective of ironwood, because ironwood trees only give like 6 to 20 ironwood, compared to something like wire fiber, which gives like, I forget, like 15 to 40 or something per. So I probably, like, if I would have kept doing this for like 6 hours, I probably would have averaged double this for barb vine and wildwood, assuming it's not just inherently more rare than the other legendaries for its own profession, which I don't know, I've not tested much of woodcutting. It's my first woodcutting route that I've really managed to do. So the other things I got, though, were 644 earth motes, 832 hyssop, which is probably worthless, but we got 45 loamy lodestone, which is something I would consider holding on to until after they fix the Azoth portals, because right now Azoth portals, when I made this video, did not give them any corrupted crystals, so you couldn't make the endgame tuning orbs. But when you can make the endgame tuning orbs, you need a boatload of loamy lodestone in order to make them, so this price might go way up, because there's actually there's not many places to farm this material in the world. So once it's actually being used, like right now it's not being used other than for collecting runestones. But once it is used, it might be worth a lot. We got 54 Tangle Wisp, which is nothing. It's worth 25 coins on my server. And then we got this stuff, which I don't really care about. You will collect the stuff, and once you get enough of it, you can sell it for, like, you know, 20 coins or 10 coins or whatever eventually if you do this enough times. We also got 58 cinnamon, 50 dill, 41 parsley, and some pork, and some red meat, and some mushrooms, and 2 juicy ham hocks, which I'm only going to add up the herbs for this part right here. I don't care. This other stuff's only going to add up to, like, I don't know, like 5-10 coins. It's not relevant. All right, I'm going to look at what it costs on my server, some of this stuff. So cinnamon, we're going to change it to all settlements. Goes for roughly 3 to 4 on my server. Now, some of these servers, I've seen servers where some of these herbs are worthless. I've seen servers where some of these herbs are insane. So parsley 3.7, and then dill is 2.4 on my server. Now, as for the barb vine, it goes for about 100 on my server right now. And as for the wild wood, it goes for about 150 maybe. And you might actually be able to sell these ones because getting the legendary woods was really crappy feeling. It was the least fun out of any of the professions I've done so far. Like, for some reason, gathering the herbs and skinning animals is just really fun feeling, and mining orichalcum feels fun. Finding the wood just felt absolutely terrible. Like, I didn't want to do it at all. So maybe it would sell, because if I had to sit there and go, okay, I need to make my 10 daily, whatever the tier 5 super mat is, you know, I forget what the name of the wood one is. I don't really want to go I don't want to go all the way to Eden Grove and run that route for like 2 hours. I really don't. So you might be able to sell it. Now, Loamy Lodestone is only worth about 13, but I think this price might go up a lot once runestones can actually be utilized and people are actually making them every day to run portals every single day. Because suddenly, if everyone wants to run those portals every day, that means that the world is going to have to generate, in order to support that, thousands of Loamy Lodestone a day in order to support that many dungeon runs. So the price of Loamy Lodestone might go up to like hundreds. Who knows? We'll see. I'm just going to hold mine personally. And then the other thing we got was Earth Moat, which is 0.5 my server. Some servers is 0.2. Some servers is like as high as 1. And then Tangle Wisp, which is only worth about half a coin on my server. And was that all? I think that was pretty much the bulk of everything. Yeah, that's all. Oh, the ironwood. The ironwood. Can't forget the ironwood. On my server, it's actually worth something. So ironwood sells for about half a coin each, maybe even more potentially, but about half a coin each. All right, so I'm going to throw all this onto a text editor. We're going to add it up, and we're going to see what it all comes out to. All right, so the ironwood sells for 762.5 right now on my server. 1,950 for the wildwood, 600 for the barb vine, 322 for the earth moats, 27 for the tangle wisps, 203 for cinnamon, 125 for dill, 143 for parsley, and 562.5 for Loamy Lodestone at the current prices, which again, I think this price right here will go way up once the Azoth portals tier 5 get fixed. We'll see. Also, these are easy sells. This is a relatively easy sell. This is an easy sell. Now, these are the only questionable ones that we'll have to see about, but the total for all of this is 4,695 coins every 2 hours. It's a 2-hour cycle, so I divide that by 2, and about 2,347 coins per hour. And I think this number should have been more like 3,500, but the amount of wildwood and barb vine that I got was absolutely abysmal in comparison to the amount of ironwood that I got. The ratio was absolutely horrendous on these cycles. And I think that you, with the correct luck gear and everything set up right, will probably in the long run average double this amount, which would bring this probably to like 3,500 per hour. But either way, that's not the point of this route. The main point of this route is you now have a way to farm for the legendary woods while making money, because you get Loamy Lodestone, dill, parsley, cinnamon, tangle wisp, earth moats while you're searching for the legendary woods. So if you're one of those people and you want to go farm the legendary woods for yourself, you can go do that and make money while doing that instead of only doing that. So it's kind of a win-win for anyone who wants to go out and do that. Or if you just want to try to do this to make money and level up your logging from 175 to 200, that's another thing. There's just a lot of options with this route. Either way, it's possibly the best route in the entire game for farming these legendary woods. There really aren't any other super good routes for farming legendary woods. This is about as good as it's going to get. It's just that legendary woods kind of suck to farm. That's what it really comes down to. But yeah, so this is what you can expect. It's a pretty good farming route for ironwood. You make money while making ironwood, and it's just another route you can add to your potential rotations depending on what you want to do and how you want to play the game. There's one more route that you can run now to farm ironwood in New World.